What is human and AI collaboration? What does it look like right now? And how is this whole thing going to play out? These are the questions I'm going to answer in this video, but before I do, we need to set some context. And the context basically has nothing to do with AI and everything to do with innovation and the skill incentive. When we invent something new like a typewriter, we've created an innovation. And people use this word very loosely, but what they actually mean is there's a new way of doing something. And when there's a new way of doing something, there's a change in the incentive to acquire particular skills. For example, before we had a typewriter, you actually needed to get good at using a pencil on a page. But after we invented the typewriter, there's a lot less incentive to go build up that skill. And it's fairly obvious that we can achieve the same outcome of communicating on a page without that particular tertiary skill. Now, what does that have to do with human and AI collaboration? Well, right now we're experiencing a shift in the incentive to acquire particular skills. In marketing agencies, there's diminishing returns on client communications because you no longer need to spend 10 hours a week reporting results. You can spend a lot more, like 1 hour a week, and reallocate those 9 hours back to actually creating the results. And in real estate, there's diminishing returns on staging houses because why would you bring 3 movers, 6 couches, and an interior design team when you can create a similar outcome for the buyer just by using AI? Now, I could go on, but this is the best summary of what AI actually looks like right now in the workforce. And now I know it's 2024 and there's a ton of buzz around AI, but let's be realistic. We've already seen this process happen many times before. Emails replaced fax machines, Zoom is replacing in-office work, and AI is likely going to replace 2 major things. The first is data analysis. Data analysis is a super nice fancy word, but what it means is our ability to understand unstructured information, or more simply, understand information that isn't just numbers in a spreadsheet. And this is a great thing because now universities can focus on teaching principles and concepts rather than just getting students to memorize formulas. And the second thing AI is going to impact is content creation. And this is exactly the opposite of data analysis, which, if you've lived under a rock, is the ability to generate text, images, and even video. And my point is, you no longer have a very strong incentive to get good at the semantics of drafting an email or formatting some code. And 5 years down the road, the incentive to get good at writing an email might seem as silly as getting good at using a fax machine. But as the less important things like semantics get torn away from your goal of creating the outcome, you do actually have to become more skilled at communicating the idea. Because now anybody can draft an email that sounds compelling, but is it actually a good idea? So what is human and AI collaboration? What does it look like, and what does the future hold? Well, it looks a lot like today, except the tools we use will be different, the skills we're incentivized to acquire will be different, and the end goal of creating the outcome will still be the same.